All right, we should be live. Yeah, and I'm trying out a different way of streaming with the internet. So we will see how this works. I guess there's a kind of convoluted way of saying that we now have a mesh network instead of using Ethernet cord. So hopefully that'll work. Another thing I should mention for the people who are watching this back, and because you missed it, maybe you didn't get a notification from YouTube. I do a live stream every single Friday at 3 p.m. unless I tell you otherwise that like something came up. But otherwise, every Friday at 3 p.m. I'm going to be doing a live stream. So if you miss a notification or you continuously miss notifications from YouTube, just know that I'm always going to be here Friday 3 p.m. You can just set a calendar set a notification of your own on your phone because I'll be here 3 p.m. Fridays. So anyway, we already got some people in the chat. Hi Craig, hello. Yeah, so if you guys missed what I was just saying, now I have a mesh network at home, so hopefully the connection will be just as good as when I had the Ethernet cord, but nothing to trip over. I'm just going to pull up my own live stream here so I can read your guys' comments while I turn my back to you, as I do every stream. All right, so we'll wait a little bit for people to come in because maybe some people didn't get the notification just yet. So how many of you guys are going to be able to be making your tofu scramble along with me? Because I feel like this is one of the recipes that I think a lot of you guys will be able to follow along because a lot of people have tofu and vegetables and some spices. And the cool thing with tofu scrambles is just how versatile it is. So let me know how many of you guys are going to be making it with me. It's tofu scramble time. Hair's looking good, thank you. Hi, Craig. Oh yeah, so you said you changed your name. I don't remember what your old name was, but your little tiny little image that I can see looks familiar. I'm just watching because it's way past dinner time here. All right, Sandra. Okay, that makes sense. You're like what, 6 hours ahead? So that's got to be 9. I mean, maybe you're 7 hours ahead. I don't know. But I got a lot of messages from people on Instagram and people in the YouTube community section saying that they were going to be making along with me because, like I said, this is such a easy, simple, versatile recipe. Yes, 9. Oh, cool. I'm good. Just watching because we aren't vegan, but my daughter is showing interest in becoming vegan. Cool. I'll make it tomorrow for breakfast. 9 p.m. is a bit late for dinner. Yeah. Just going to watch and eat with my eyes. So, you know what? Let's just get started. So, like I said, first thing you got to do is turn my back to you guys. You know, actually, I put my tofu and Tofurky sausage in the fridge because I wasn't using it just yet. So, a lot of people were asking if I press the tofu, and personally, I don't. You could press the tofu if you want. But I usually just open up the package and then just squeeze it a little bit. And I actually use the water while I'm cooking, so I don't need to spray any oil or anything. So this is all I really do. If you can see from over here, just squeeze it. I'll just like brush off some of the water. And then I'll put this over here. Oh, we already got a super chat from Happy Camper. Love your recipes. Thank you so much. So for people wondering, someone said silken or firm. And by the way, thank you. I feel like I just brushed past that, but thank you, Happy Camper. I really do appreciate you supporting my channel like that. But this is extra firm tofu. As you guys can see, extra firm. Can you see? Yeah, there you go. I just get whatever's cheapest at Wegmans. No particular brand. Actually, when I can, I buy the Wegmans brand because it's usually the cheapest. Although they haven't had it recently. Move it a little bit closer. Oh, you know what? My phone is in the way. So I'm not gonna break these up to be too small because as I'm cooking, it's gonna just accidentally break things down. So I'm gonna put this over here, and I'm actually not gonna cook it just yet because I feel like for me at least, I put my tofu, peppers, and onions in at like the same time. So I don't want to have one cook longer than the other because really with this recipe, you're just heating stuff up. It doesn't really matter if stuff like gets cooked all the way. And I thought that I had some spinach, but apparently I do not. So I actually, believe it or not, my job before, one of my first jobs was a line cook, and I used to have to cut so many onions. So I found the best way to do it is to, if you're going to be using the entire onion, just chop off both ends like I did, and then cut it in half. Because once you cut it in half, then the skin comes off much, much easier. I'm still going to take out this outer layer because it's got a little bit of skin sort of stuck to it. And that's just my preference. So I'm going to take out this outer layer as well. All right. And maybe I should, no, I'm not going to use my chopper because that's just a hole. And then I got to wash something else. So I am going to move these because they don't, I had these up set like that for the thumbnail, and I guess I forgot to move them. Kind of like when I'm in the middle of cooking and I just always forget to move the open container of flour, you know? I know what I'm doing. Move this over here, give you guys some close cutting action. Although I don't want it to get too close because I can see it falling off over there. So how many of you guys have made tofu scrambles before, and how many of you guys have never made a scramble before, and this would be your first time even seeing one being made? Or maybe you've thought about making one before. So it's fine if they're just like big chunks like that. As I stir it around, it'll get broken up. And I forgot to wash this pepper actually, so I'll do it now. So when I was raw vegan, I also cut a lot of peppers, and I feel like usually when I see people cut peppers, maybe I'm biased, but I feel like I cut them pretty efficiently. This is my favorite way of cutting peppers. I just start cutting. I don't go all the way through. I just cut just enough so that I can go all the way around the pepper, and then I open it like that. This side is completely no seeds. This side has the seeds, and then I just take it like that, and voila, no seeds. Because I feel like usually I see people cutting like each side, so it's like 4 sides. I just feel like this is just faster, you know. And I like my scrambles to be rather large chunks. So you'll see I'm pretty much just julienning. Is that a verb? The peppers and the onions. And then the tofu too is also in relatively large chunks. All right, let's see what you guys said earlier when I asked those questions. If I can use my phone. Tofu scramble sounds interesting. It's a really cool looking knife you got there. Yeah, so I really like this knife because there's holes in it. So then when you're cutting things like cucumbers, tomatoes, and stuff, it doesn't stick to it. Because sometimes when I'll like cut one on one side and then it sticks to it, and then I cut on the other side and it sticks to it, and it keeps like piling up and then falling in it. But with this, with the holes, there's none of that. It doesn't stick to the knife. Just want to say I love your recipe and channels. Thanks. Where did those knife skills suddenly come from? Yeah, I feel like I have better knife skills when I'm not on video. So it seems like A lot of people never had a tofu scramble or never even seen one being made. Okay. Orange peppers are my favorite. Yeah. So usually, this is just like an aesthetic thing, but usually with tofu scrambles, I like to do either red peppers or orange peppers. I don't really like to do yellow peppers just because everything else is yellow, and I like it to just be as colorful as possible. But that's just for how it looks, really. You made my mom's lasagna last night, and it was really good. Oh, cool. Yeah, so I also posted another lasagna recipe like not too long ago, a couple months ago, of well, it's not, when I say my lasagna recipe, it's the one that I made, but I took it from somewhere else on the internet. I don't know. But if there's another lasagna on my channel, lasagna recipe on my channel, you should check out because I like both of those. I've made many scrambles in these vegan egg days, yeah. A holy knife. Hello, I love tofu scrambles. Okay, great. Then you came to the right place. So, all right, then we just have broccoli, and I'm going to move the camera so you can see everything better. Let's move the light too. All right. I guess I'll have to move the laptop as well. See, this is the great thing about live streams. You get to see everything as it happens, and you get to be motion sick when I move the camera. Everyone wins. All right, get ready for a roller coaster ride because there's so many cords and it takes me forever to move everything. But thankfully, it seems like the internet is doing pretty well today, and I don't even have an Ethernet cord, so that's one less cord. I basically just have the cords for the cameras, really, and the light. Okay. Let's see, do we need a second camera for this? I don't know if it'll even reach, and it's not going to reach anyway. So we will just stick to one camera like a bunch of schmucks. All right. All right, so hopefully that should be good. So anyway, I'll put you guys over here, not that you can really see what I'm doing. And I'll put this over here. I like to just put this on the biggest burner, and I'll put this on like medium heat. Yeah, like medium high-ish, not super high. So this is a non-stick pan. But I do have some water from the vegetables, from the tofu, from all that stuff, and a little bit from this frozen broccoli that I just put in warm water earlier for a long time, and now it's ready to go. And tofu scrambles really don't take very long to cook, so. Actually, you know what? One more thing I'm going to chop up. Oh yeah, I forgot I took the Tofurky sausage out, and then I never did anything with it, so. While that's cooking, I'll just be chopping over here. I'll change it so you can see the back of me. Let's see, I think I usually like to do like cut it in half first, or roughly in half. I tried to cut it in half, didn't quite work. Well, you can kind of hear the sizzling though. Well, I can. I don't know if you guys can because I have my lav mic on. But I'll bend down real close to the scramble and you guys can probably hear it too. If only you can smell it. All right, tell me you guys can hear this. All right. So that's all of the like food ingredients. Now we're just going to add the spices. if I can keep the spatula in the pan. Okay, so to give the yellow flavor, we're going to be very generous with our nutritional yeast. And this actually gives you a lot of the yellow is a turmeric, and I just do just a little bit because I've found anyway that if you have too much turmeric, it makes everything kind of taste like feet, and that's not really what I'm going for. So let's see, we got a big super chat from Jane. Jane says, "Hi Craig, beloved mods and loyal viewers, I'm here. I prepped everything last night, carrots, scallions, mushrooms, and tofu. Not doing tofurky sausage, just veggies, cooking along with you, Craig. I may slack mod-wise." Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I love it when people can cook along with me. So, we have the yellow stuff in there. Then we're going to add the black pepper. This is partially for taste, and then also it will help your body absorb the turmeric. And we're gonna be generous with the garlic too. I'm not even gonna open the sprinkler side. I'm just gonna open the full-on side. Then just a little smoked paprika. When I say a little, I mean a lot apparently. And then we're gonna mix it. And then you should start to see everything change color. The food looks great, thanks. Wait, we aren't going to taste like feet? Oh, by the way, Jane, thank you for the super chat. I was just so into reading what you wrote, I forgot to even thank you for the super chat. So thank you for the super chat. And also thanks for cooking along with me. Now, I kind of wish I had like a wok. I kind of like when I have like way too much space in like a bowl when I'm making a salad, I can really stir things up, or like when I'm making a tofu scramble and I can like really, again, stir things up. Just have a lot of room. But this pan is not my biggest one, but I like this one the most. I just got it for a Christmas gift from my older sister who is really never on the channel. So we're just going to let that sit for a little bit. And I'll see if I can have, I don't know if I can have, no, you know what? I can go way wider. What was I thinking? There we go. Maybe now you can see the top of the scramble. And if I crouch down, you can see me answering your questions. If I go like this, I'll do some wall squats. Feet are not vegan. Thanks for the reminder, just on the screen. How is mom and dad love Hercules stuff too? Mom and dad are crazy busy, so that's why there hasn't been any videos. And I was just talking about it with my mom because me and my mom have both been getting messages, emails of people saying like, "Oh my God, what's happening to Hercules?" If anything happened, you guys would know about it. But if you ever don't see videos for a long time, it's literally just because they're too busy, and like that happens pretty frequently. So no news is good news. You're hungry now. That's good. I guess I'm doing the right thing. Are you going to eat that scramble with Tazo passion tea? I think I might have. No, actually, no, I didn't finish off my passion tea. I've been really liking making it into iced tea. Maybe I will. I'll do that. It's really, really pretty when it's just like a really deep, rich, like purpley color. And Hench Herbivore says, "Hey, what's going on, Hench?" Craig, that looks good. Thanks. All right, so. Let's, I'm just going to stir this around a little bit and kind of just check the water levels. I'll turn it down just a little. And I think I'm going to add a lot more of every spice because for my preference anyway, what I've found is that like you just need a lot of every spice for tofu scrambles. Like way more than you'd expect. For it to be flavorful anyway and good. I feel like a lot of nutritional yeast, a lot of garlic, and paprika, smoked paprika. Those, in my opinion, are the most goodest, most importantest spices. And if you were to do this with greens, like I said, the only greens I really have right now are like spring mix greens, which wouldn't really make sense for this sort of scramble. So spinach would go really well if you had probably some collards or kale. If you put those in a lot earlier, those would be good. Spinach would be good to throw in like at the last minute. Mushrooms would be good to throw in kind of last minute. If you like tomatoes, tomatoes could be thrown in a little bit last minute. I have put tomatoes in scrambles before. Not the biggest fan of them in scrambles, but putting them in last minute would definitely be key. And I feel like the thing that's going to really bring everything together is this black salt, which is actually pink. So I don't know why it's called black salt. But that kind of gives it like an eggy flavor, if that's what you're going for. Hola, perp. How about tomato paste? I don't know if I've done that before. Looks like you need a wok for all them veggies. Yeah, I was literally just saying that. I might have said that like right before you came in. Internet is rubbish, but I'm catching some of this. Okay. Did you finish the loaf from last week? Yeah. So Kara and I were planning on bringing that to Hercules. It never made it to Hercules though. We just finished it. We're going to upload a new video for Hercules. So we wanted to do one this Tuesday coming up after Jill. Oh, my head's still chopped off. You know what? I'll have to go back to my wall squats. We wanted to do one this Tuesday, but my mom still has to get her ducks in a row. Like she's doing some thing with the website that'll like automate certain things, so that then she's freed up to have more free time, and it'll be like automated as far as like fulfilling orders. So it's just something that if it's something the computer can do and my mom doesn't have to do it, she's like, please. So she was like, yeah, we can still post. I was like, Mom, get all your ducks in a row. I would rather the next time you get a huge influx in orders, like you have something a little bit more automated instead of going like want to pull your hair out, because that's how it is right now. So get those leg gains. Yeah. Hey, I actually did. I worked out earlier today at the park. I did like some pull-ups. I have like I have some bands. I like bands with handles on them. So you can get pretty creative like with your exercises. And I just did, so along with the pull-up bars, there's also like these other like horizontal bars, and I just like kind of held on to them and just did like one leg squats. I noticed like if you go really far down, it works on your glutes, and if you don't go that far down, kind of like half squat and like just stay kind of more in like the time under tension kind of phase, I guess, of the exercise, then it really works on your quads. So it's kind of cool. You can do like sort of the same exercise and get different results. Just put a chair in the corner. Hey, I can work out again. All right, yeah, so we're sort of losing a little bit of the water, so I think we're coming to an end of this cooking. Like tofu scrambles really don't take very long time to cook. And if this is not too loud, tell me if it's too loud. I'm going to turn this hood fan on so that it can get rid of some of the heat. Or wait a minute. I don't know if that does get rid of the heat because I have a fan. Okay, so I don't think this is going to do anything. So I have this hood right here that is going to take up the heat, but then I think it shoots it out of here. So I don't think it's going to do anything now that I think of it. So we'll just turn that off. And so we'll sit here for just a minute. I'm going to grab some Tazo passion tea because you guys had a good idea. So this is usually what I do. As I say this completely off camera. All right, I like to fill this up about 2 cups of a mason jar. It's about halfway. I'll take like 3 of these bags. And it's really cool. This is, like I was saying earlier, it's like a very vibrant tea. Once you put it in the water, it like almost immediately starts changing colors. Maybe I should put this. Maybe you can see it over here. And then once I take it out of the microwave, I almost said oven, but once I take it out of the microwave, then it really starts changing colors. Look at that, it's already like turning purplish pink. Alright. So I'm just going to put this in here for about 3 minutes. And we're just going to turn this off because this is pretty much done. And I'm going to put in this black salt. It's important to put it in at the end because it has a tendency to not have a whole lot of flavor if you put it in early. So then you end up putting a lot of salt on your food and not really tasting it. So this is a better way to be able to taste just as much but not have quite as high sodium. Alright, did the internet just go out for a second, or is that just on my end? Like, hang on, I just noticed I had to wrench. Yeah, I've been wrenched. Cooking along with program. Oh, cool. What an honor. Thank you. Yeah, well, it's an honor to have you here, Hench. Because I know you have your own channel. So, Hench, if you want to tell people what your channel is about, because I think it's mostly about like being vegan and being jacked, right? Little hookup, but we're still here. Okay, good. Hench has a wrench, yeah. Yeah, so it's got another 1.5 minutes on the tea, and I'm going to stir around the black salt. And like I said, this recipe is mostly about just heating things up. Like, you don't really have to make sure that the tofu's all the way cooked through. Like, you're not going to get salmonella like you would chicken or something. That's one of the great things about being vegan. Hi from South Africa. Oh, okay. I think you're the only person from Africa here. I think, unless someone else is. But no one said that so far. So usually when people enter the chat, a lot of times they'll say, hey, here from Wichita, or UK, or Ireland, or whatever. Alright, so I'm going to grab one of these plates. This is just a personal preference, but I've found with tofu scrambles, it's good to have like a dish that has like a little bit of a lip, you know? I guess we can put this garbage can over here. Alright, let's see how dark this tea is. Ooh, yeah. Very, very dark. Let's see if I can pull this up. Yeah. It's pretty dark. And we're going to let it steep for a couple more minutes. So the reason I only put it halfway up is because I'm going to add a lot of ice to that. So that's going to add a lot of water. I don't want to water it down too much. Just enough. I made tea this morning. Oh yeah, nice. What kind of tea do you have? South Africa is way more exciting. I'm here in Kansas City. What does the tea taste like? It tastes kind of fruity. Like it's really good. I'll give you a taste test in a minute. Let's scoop this up, and we'll see if I need to add anything else to it, like as a topper. Because sometimes I'll eat this with ketchup, hot sauce or everything but the bagel seasoning from Trader Joe's, which is super good. All right, and I just grabbed like a whole bunch of peppers. I want to kind of try to keep the ratio of peppers to everything else like normal. So I don't have all peppers on this one, and then the next scoop is like none. You know? All right, do we want the green screen? I feel like it's always a yes, so we always want the green screen, but we'll see. We'll see what people say. Yeah, so health/sport performance, whole food, plant-based as far as POS, but with little supplements of protein, physique development to get lean, etc. I also put carnivore and ex-vegans in their place. Long time no see. Hey, yeah, long time no see, Anya. Nice to have you here. Green screen, yes, please. Okay. Rockabye, baby. How's it going? Green screen into the White House. All right, yeah, what do you guys want to see in the green screen this time? Gotta hope it doesn't hit everything. All right. Now let's move this over here. Grab a chair. While you guys tell me what you want to see on the green screen. I should grab a fork before I set this up too. Mom and Dad on the green screen. Johnny D. Hench says, guys, don't forget to give the stream a thumbs up. Thanks. Thanks. Yeah, I see you guys have been saying that before, so thanks for thinking of me, guys. All right, so let's make this a little bit more convincing. Zoom in. I'll move this over here too. Okay, let's see. Think that should be good? I just sent you my scramble. Oh, you just sent your scramble? Okay, cool. Is that on, I'm assuming on Instagram? Yeah, so if any of you guys have already made your scramble, let me see. Send it to me on Instagram. Oh, cool. Hold on. Where'd it go? There it is. So we got a tofu scramble with corn. Let's see. Yeah. It's annoying because it's like backwards. If I try to tilt it to the right, it goes to the left, you know? But that looks good. Yeah, so if you guys have any, if any of you guys have made it along with me, send it to me on Instagram and let me know in the chat so I can show everyone else the pic of yourself. So I can show everyone else your creation. Bikini bottom. Oh, that sounds good. All right, so I have an idea. One of you guys came up with an idea. I'll just leave it I'll leave you guys waiting. Okay. Maybe you guys would figure out what it is now. So I just got to set up a green screen. Wow, and there we go. Ten hours later. I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh, Giggles, thank you for sending the $2 super chat. Appreciate that. Thanks for supporting the channel. Bikini bottom. Yeah, this is the one that got green. This is the plate that gets green screened out, so it'll kind of look like my food is just floating here in bikini bottom. All right, so let's try this and see if I need to add anything else, and then I'll add a little bit of ice to the iced tea. So if you've never had a tofu scramble or just never had tofu before, the cool thing about tofu, which if someone says that they don't like tofu, then I really just think they didn't have it cooked properly, because tofu kind of just tastes like nothing. Like it's just a sponge, and it soaks up whatever you cook it with. So you can make it taste however you want, and you can even change the texture. Like this is kind of soft. You can make it crispy, whatever you want to do. So it's like super, super versatile food. So I really like it. That's good the way it is. I might have gone a little bit heavy on the black salt, but other than that, it's good. Although, I think I am going to, of course, add Frank's Red Hot. For show. This is one of my better scrambles. I give this a 10 out of 10 vegans. But I could always use a little hot sauce. Not just any hot sauce. Frank's. I should really get Frank's to sponsor me. All right. So this is how you make iced tea on the fly if you don't have time to wait. You just brew it over here. Woo! And you lose an ice cube, it'll melt. I should pick it up before it does, though, because it's kind of hot here today. And that ice is just cracking. Alright, I will fill this up when there is no bikini bottom between me and the sink. And I'll get a straw, though. Let's see. Oh yeah, I think Sandra said she wanted a taste test. I'll wait for that to cool down a little bit more. And then I'll take the tea bags out in a minute. Yeah, because they're just getting... I'll just take them out now. I'm going to try not to stain your beautiful oven mitt thing that you got me, or that you made for me. Nope, hot sauce. Where's the tea? Oh, what tea is this? This is Tazo Passion Tea. All right, so let's try a little bit. Rockabye, baby. I want to know how you're breathing under the sea without scuba gear. It's confusing me. When you've reached level 10 vegan, you'll be able to do it too. Do you still work at Hercules even though you haven't filmed there? No, so I haven't really been working at Hercules. I have been working on this channel, and there's something else I've been working on that's kind of time consuming. It's for like a future video for this channel, and then I also need time. Like I'm shooting a video tomorrow, and I need time to edit that. So and my mom is like, no, I don't want you working, because then it allows me to like do stuff like this, and it allows me to just like work on my channel. And my mom is also like, you know, we would maybe could use some help, I guess, like during like short periods of time like this, and then but then I'd be on payroll. It just, my mom was like, it'd just be more of a hassle than anything, so just no need to work. Who lives in a house under the sea? Teresa Jones sent a $5 super chat. Thank you, by the way. Love watching. You helped me through losing my son. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Teresa. You helped me smile again. Thank you for being you. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that, Teresa, but I'm glad that we could help you get through that really tough time. Can't even imagine. And thank you for sending the super chat. I do appreciate that. Jane sent a $5 super chat. I sent you a pic on Instagram, still cooking out the moisture from the veggies, but looks yummy. All right. Thank you for the super chat, by the way, Jane. Let's see, Instagram. Made a tofu vegan veggie scramble. So this is Jane's in the works. Oh, it's kind of green. So all right, hold on. I'll turn off the. I'll have to turn off the what's it called? The chroma key for just like the filter for just a little bit, so you can actually see what because she's got some green in there. All right, there we go. So this is what it actually looks like. Well, thanks for cooking along with me, Jane. It looks good. Yeah, and she's definitely got some different ingredients there than I do, and that's like I was saying earlier. Like that's the cool thing about tofu scrambles is you can do it with a lot of different vegetables. You can do it with a lot of different spices. So even if you may not have the same spices and ingredients and stuff that I have, you can still make a scramble. So let's try this tea. It almost tastes kind of like a fruity, like kind of like a fruity, slightly cinnamony Kool-Aid, but without the sweetener. Although it almost tastes a little bit sweet. Like a little bit. I mean, it really bumps up the flavor when you add a little bit of sugar, but let's see what the ingredients are. Oh, you know what? I put it over here. So, in the Tazo tea is the passion Tazo tea. This is it. If you ever see that, I highly recommend it. Ingredients: hibiscus flowers, natural flavors, citric acid, licorice root, orange peel, cinnamon. Yeah, so I guess I was tasting cinnamon. Rose hips, lemongrass, fruit juice extract for color. Yeah, so that's why it's so vibrant. But it's really good. It looks really pretty, and it tastes really pretty. Oh wow. Love the backdrop. Thanks. Thanks, Charlotte. Where's Chris? Chris is at his own house. Quarantining, just like me. Yeah, that'd be cool if you could get that tea over there, Sandra. I know Tazo is pretty active on their Instagram, so if you message them on Instagram, they might actually get back to you and let you know. Oh, how did the Frank's Red Hot taste? Red Hot taste? Yeah, I like it on the Scramble. So I think I only put on like a little bit of the Scramble just to taste it, and I was like, yep, I like it. So thanks for reminding me to put it back on. Look for local tea distributors. They will have some amazing flower, dried fruit based teas. Oh, okay, yeah, so that's basically what this was. It's really good tea, though. Did I mention I like it? We'll be seeing Dylan soon. I wish, but you know, we're all quarantining still. Do you make sweet dishes with tofu? I've made pudding with tofu. Um, it's usually like silken tofu. It's kind of like dessert tofu. Uh, I know I've made pudding. I know there's other recipes. None come to mind, but pudding comes to mind. So there's other ones out there though. But yeah, it's usually like silken, super soft tofu that you do that with. Friday greetings. I just bought tofu for the first time yesterday, and now I think I'll make this with it. Oh, cool. Well, be sure to tag me on Instagram so I can see your creation. And I'm glad you bought tofu for the first time. Just if you didn't see my, if you weren't here earlier in the live stream, just know that you need to like put a lot of seasonings in your tofu scramble because tofu itself tastes like nothing. It doesn't taste very good. But when you spice it up, it soaks up all the flavors, so then it can taste really good. July 4th plans. Just hanging out with my mom, dad, and Kara. Tofu cheesecake? Yeah, that's definitely a thing too, yeah. Yeah. So it's a good thing I got you guys here. I just thought of pudding. Is your candy store open? You can buy candy either online or you can get curbside. So if that answers your question. It may sound dumb, but does this dish taste like eggs? So it'll really only taste like eggs if you use the black salt. Oh, I put that away. Put it up here. So it says that it's called black salt. So if you like Google it or something, it's gonna be called black salt. Although it's basically pink. I don't know if you can really see it that well, but it's called black salt though. But that gives it like a that's just like straight up eggs, like sulfur. But yeah, it gives it a very sulfury, eggy type flavor and smell. Big fan of mushrooms. Yeah, I like mushrooms too. All right, Vegeta's back. Now the live stream can really start. How's your scramble? What do you think of my scramble? Yeah, it looks good. I've never thought about eating it with corn. That'd be a good side dish. Yeah, so someone was saying I could do like eat this with tortillas. Yeah, this would be a good breakfast burrito. I would probably chunk everything up a little smaller though if I was going to eat it as a burrito instead of a scramble. Yeah, Sandra brings up a good point, Vegeta. Are you, or Paul? Are you eating your scramble with SpongeBob? Okay, Laura sent a picture on Instagram too. Oh, cool. Yeah, so this is what it looks like if you. Oh, you know, it's got greens in it too, so this is also going to. I have to turn off the chroma key for a second. There we go. Now you can see it, and you can also see like videoception of me putting it up there. Let's see if it'll focus if I put it closer. Come on. Well, that's basically it. Yellow, green, and red. That's what I like to. That's kind of like what I like to have my scrambles look like. Yellow, green, and red. So that honestly looks really good, Laura. Good work. I don't taste of eggs. No, but I have corn. Not sure about the broccoli. I like the broccoli with it. I mean, that's why I did it. Laura, have you made a tofu scramble before? That looks really good. Jane, are you able to eat yours now, or are you still cooking the water down? Yeah, this is my house over here. This one can't. This house, that's mine. Interweb potluck, yeah. It's simmering down now. Okay. I'm gonna put this up against the Frank so I don't have to keep moving every time I drink this. How many of you guys have had the Tazo Passion Tea before? When is the chocolate tempering video coming? Yeah. I said that a long time ago. And then I swear it was like a month ago. My dad was like, "Yeah, we'll do it like this weekend." And then the weekend went by, and then we both kind of forgot about it. I'm like, all right, we can't do it this weekend because we had like something going up. We're like, well, we'll do it the next weekend, and then we just forgot about it. So, the next video has already been shot, but hopefully the one after that we could do one because I want to do one like where he's in his kitchen at home. Because what I'm thinking is then we could just use like at-home equipment because I think, if you're going to be watching a video about how to temper chocolate, if you're at a candy store, like you probably already know what you're doing. But if you're at home, you probably don't. And you probably just have, a Pyrex bowl and like a stock pot or something. And like that's it, which is exactly what you would use unless you want to microwave it. You could also do that. Oh, Laura, you use Frank's too? I don't even know what that is. Are you talking about the backdrop? Paul, I feel like you're being sarcastic. Yeah, so Kathy just asked if there's going to be more candy making videos soon. Yes, once they can handle the business. But right now it's just too much because one of the videos went viral. Oh, the tea. It's Tazo Passion Tea. It's just this stuff. I just got it at Wegmans, but I just really like it. And I posted about it on Instagram, and then people were like, oh, you should drink it. And I was like, you know what? I should drink it. Yeah, viral in this case is good. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Someone just said happy 4th. Is today the 3rd? Yeah, okay, so tomorrow's the 4th. All right, so happy day before July 4th. Happy July 4th Eve. Plated, trying to taste, but it is super hot. Yeah. Yeah, once once you get it plated though, it'll cool down faster than the pan at least, but yeah, be patient because I want you to be able to taste it so you can tell us what it tastes like. Have you made a tofu scramble before, Jane? RW, are you eating dinner too? Happy early 4th, yeah. Go-to burger for the grill tomorrow. So we probably won't be grilling tomorrow because I think it's supposed to rain, but I think we are gonna have burgers though. My parents' burger usually is Beyond, although I really like the Gardein Ultimate Burgers. That might be my favorite one. Because I feel like people are always like, Impossible or Beyond? And then I'm like, Gardein. That's my favorite. Although they're all really good. I'm recovering from Canada Day. When's Canada Day? It's kind of hard to say. Canada Day. Just like, okay, so this is something that I have to say relatively often. I don't know if you guys have ever had to say this, but it's really hard to say quickly. I edited it. I edited it. I edited it. It's just like a lot of the same syllables. I edited it. I edited it yesterday. I edited it. It's tough. Gardein beefless burgers are pretty good. Yeah, I think they're called Gardein Ultimate Burgers, I think. Black salt is amazing in a chickpea no tuna salad. Oh, cool. I've never tried that. I edited it. No, it's not I edit it. It's I edited it. That's the hard part. There you go. You edited you saying I edited it. Peter Piper picked a pepper. Oh, I was going to say something else, and then one of you guys threw me off. Yeah, so tofu scrambles are similar to egg texture, I think. They're probably a little bit softer. I mean, I guess if you eat your eggs kind of soft, it would be similar. Maybe tofu would be a little tougher then, but you can also pick like this is extra firm tofu. You can also just get firm tofu. You could get super firm, which I've only ever found at Trader Joe's, but I personally like the extra firm. Table salt is bitter? Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh yeah, it was someone was saying earlier how they put black salt in like a chickpea no tuna salad. And one thing that I'm gonna do, because I got this box sent to me by Good Catch, because all I'm really supposed to do is post something on Instagram for them, which I got this a couple weeks ago and I should be posting it sometime soon. But Basically, they just have like some tuna, different types of tuna, and I'm going to be making a tuna dip. Don't worry, I'm making a video of it tomorrow for 4th of July, and I haven't even told. I'm not going to tell my mom exactly what I'm bringing. It's going to be a surprise, and she can guess what it is. But yeah, I just found a tuna dip on Google, and I'm just going to veganize it. And I think really the only non-vegan thing in the recipe would be tuna anyway, but I have vegan tuna. My condolences, Vegeta. I'm sorry you can't find your favorite tofu anymore. Smoked tofu. Yeah, I like. So it definitely is more expensive when you get like tofu that's already flavored. There's like buffalo tofu I've seen, or smoked tofu like you were just talking about. That is really good. Although it's more expensive. In one of your old videos, you mentioned liquid aminos. In my brain fart, I googled where to buy neutrinos. LOL. It's tough being old. What are neutrinos exactly? Clean Plate Club. I'm getting hungry. All right, Carb King. Well, you can make a tofu scramble. Could you add liquid smoke to regular tofu? Yeah, you can add whatever you want. Where'd your food go? I think I'll eat it now. Gotta feed them gains. Yeah. Yeah, so I've been, I think it's like the last month or so, I've been just making sure I'm just eating more protein. Like I'm eating like 150 or so grams a day, whereas before I was not eating anywhere near that amount. And I feel like my muscles just like feel fuller, just look a little bit fuller. And I feel like I'm able to do like more push-ups and more of everything. And it was like relatively rapidly. It's like, okay, so this is definitely helping eating more protein. Um, and all I've really had to do is just be a little more consistent with using my protein powder, PB2 powder, seitan, tofu, and when I have like a bean burrito, I just won't add rice. I'll just add extra beans. Just like little stuff like that, and making sure I'm drinking soy milk instead of almond milk because it's got like 7 to 8 times the amount of protein. But all that stuff has been really helping, and I've been like logging when I've been eating a lot of the days until I've been like, all right, now I know that like when I eat this, I'll get like 50 grams in this meal. So now I have been logging like a couple times a week, where like for about 2 weeks I was logging like every day just to kind of have in my mind like, okay, if I eat this will give me this amount of protein. If I eat that, it'll give me this amount of protein, you know. But now I don't have to be quite as strict about it. Yeah, I do like mushrooms. Extra beans always okay in my book, yeah. Frank's is tangy and flavorful. Not much heat. It's good though. Yeah, that's why I eat it, because it is. It's like the hot sauce for people who don't like hot sauce, or the hot sauce for people who don't like hot things, but they like the flavor of it. You know, and that's what I'm going for. It's like very vinegary, which I'm into. Have I heard about sprouted rice? It's sprouted and dried, and then you cook it like normal rice. It's easier to digest. No, I've never heard of that. You do look more muscly. Well, thanks. I'm trying. Biggest protein-based ingredient. So, I mean, protein powder, obviously, and seitan. Like, I've made some of my own seitan meatballs. I've made some, like, turkey sort of like cold cut things. You can just make a sandwich. Those are, there's a couple times when I was like, whoa, I feel like I'm eating too much now. Like, there was one day I kind of cut down what what I was eating, because I was just like, I made some seitan meatballs, and I think I got close to like 200 grams of protein in one day, and I was like, I don't know if that's even necessary at that point. Which protein brand do you use? I have been using, so I just tried this smaller version. Okay, it's green, so you can't really see, so maybe I'll take this down for just a second. Okay, so I've been using this cinnamon banana. I just got the small one because I've heard really good things about this flavor, but I was kind of skeptical because I was like, a cinnamon banana, like, I don't know, it doesn't really sound that good. But I was shocked. I was like, this is actually really good. The vanilla one was the only one I didn't really like. The chocolate one was pretty good, but I would say my all-time favorite is definitely the salted caramel by Vivo Life. I am not sponsored. I'm like the only person I think on YouTube who talked about Vivo Life and is not sponsored. But I just really like their flavors, and they have branched chain amino acids in there too, instead of like just protein. So they got some cool extra little stuff thrown in. But yeah, I really like Vivo Life. Now my plate is clean, but my stomach isn't full. I'm a woman of my word. Her hench says, nice. Are you a Vivo Life fan too? It said you can't get, you can't get Vivo Life shipped to Canada? Or are you talking about Hercules? Because we shipped to Hercules. Vivo is by far the best in my view. Okay, so what's your favorite flavor? Because like I said, mine would be salted caramel, chocolate, cinnamon banana, vanilla. I think there might be like one or two other flavors I haven't tried yet. Get sponsored, yeah. I don't know if they want to sponsor me. I'm not exactly a jacked guy. Vivo. Oh, okay. Salted caramel for you too. Yeah. Salted caramel is really good. And I also, so I don't know if you have PB2 powder near you, but what I like to do is in my smoothies or ice cream or whatever that I make with frozen bananas, I'll throw in some of the PB2 powder, which is basically just like peanut butter flavor, but with a little bit less fat. It's probably about like 33% protein, 33% carbs, 33% fat. It's about 33. So it's cool. It's a good way to get peanut buttery flavors without all the fat, and especially since like I believe almond butter has a better omega-3 to omega-6 fat ratio. So usually if I'm eating like a sandwich or dipping like dates in something, and usually I'll try to do almond butter. But then if I want to do like a smoothie or something, I'll use the PB2 powder. Yep, I'm affiliated with them. Yeah. I feel like all the vegan YouTubers are, who are into like fitness are also sponsored by Vivo Life. But I'm not really like a fitness channel, so I don't know if they would want to sponsor me anyway. Vivo Life is super expensive. It is. I think it is. From my experience, it's been like really high quality though. But definitely expensive. And the only other supplement that I really have been taking, and this is only like the past like 2, maybe 3 weeks, is creatine monohydrate, which is one of the only supplements that has actually, other than like maybe like a protein powder to make sure you're just getting enough, is really like the only, as far as I know, supplement that has really been proven time and time again to actually like really be beneficial to lifting. Acai and blueberry is good, and they just dropped a strawberry vanilla, which is getting rave reviews. Okay, cool. Maybe I'll have to try one of those next, because I've been putting these cinnamon banana in my oatmeal recently. I'll just put in like a half a scoop because I do too much and it doesn't taste good. So I'll do like a little bit of the PB2 powder, a little bit of the cinnamon banana protein powder, some soy milk, some blueberries, and the Vivo Life has a little bit of like stevia in there, so I don't even add any sweetener. And a lot of times the soy milk that I eat or that I drink has a little bit of sweetener in it, so I don't add any, and it's like plenty sweet enough for me. And it's I usually do about 100 grams of oats, and like with all that stuff added together, it's like 550 to 600 or so calories, and it got like 30 grams of protein, so it's actually pretty good. Since dates taste kind of caramely, you might try adding that and some salt into your shake. Oh, yeah, dates and bananas would be good. I would have to like really blend it though, because I have a Vitamix knockoff. It is not quite a Vitamix, so definitely get some chunks unless they were to blend it a lot. I love how Vivo third-party test for 500 plus contaminants. Yeah, I've heard that they do like a lot of testing, so I don't know if like that's part of the reason that they're more expensive, or like more of like a premium brand. But I trust them and I really like them, so I'm gonna stick with them. Because at first, the first one that I used was Vega, and then I heard that they have like, well, they've been tested for like heavy metals or something like that. And then my sister tried Trader Joe's pea protein, and it was just, I don't know if there's like any flavor to that one. Maybe it was vanilla or something. It was like really cheap, but my sister was like, "This is awful. I hate it." Whereas like I actually really like the Viva Life protein powder. Like it just tastes really good. Like I like adding it just for the flavor. Craig, I love you. You better post this video to your list. Yeah. Oh, I will. This will be up as a normal video. By the way, I feel like I just cut myself off. But this will be posted as a normal video. Also, by the way, vegan pajamas. Thank you, because I was one of your comments. I forgot if I already thanked you for this. Maybe it was on the live stream. But on one of my videos, I was saying that I had a tough time staying asleep sometimes. Like after I woke up, if I wake up at like 6 a.m. to go to the bathroom, I'm just like, well, guess I'm just up now. And you were saying that sometimes what you do is like, if you feel like you can't go to sleep, you just lay there anyway, and one, you either will fall asleep, or two, if you just lay there, like you're gonna wake up and just feel more rested anyway. So I've been doing that and just like forcing myself to lay in bed if I wake up too early after like 5 hours of sleep, and it's actually been working really well. So it's really simple, but thank you for that idea of vegan pajamas. Vega has a lot of lead. Okay, that's what it was then. But yeah, that's what I heard. So I guess I'll go have a little bit more while I'm just hanging out with you guys. I'll see if this is good with a little ketchup, because I will often eat my scrambles with a little chop. Is everyone here watching vegan? Yeah, I'd like to know. You could just write like vegan or not vegan, and there's no judgment if you're not vegan. I know that like probably like half my subscribers are not vegan, and this is a safe place. If you're exploring veganism, you know, no one's gonna come at you. All right, so someone said nope. Yeah, I like that. Like my viewers are like, they're not very toxic. You guys are all really good people. It seems like. Ooh, drama. So it seems like most people are not vegan. 3 years vegan next month, though. Congrats, Laura. Not vegan, 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 vegan. Vegan, not vegan. So it's like almost like 50-50-ish. Oh, you're a vegetarian thanks to Craig. Well, you're the one who did it, though, Sandra. Am I vegan? Pretty sure, Paul, you are, right? I think. I'm a plant-based vegan. I don't know if there's many other types of vegans. Jane sent a $5 super chat, so thank you, Jane, for sending a super chat. I'm cutting out animal products from my diet slowly. My scramble is num nums. Good, good. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear that you're cutting them out, and I'm glad to hear that your scramble is doing well. I couldn't remember whether I was vegan or not, but then I noticed my tattoo. That's a good reminder. Plant-based, I still have other items. So if you had leather items and then went vegan, I don't really see it as like an issue because the demand for that product was already placed. If you personally just don't like having it on your body, like that makes sense. But I don't think that most reasonable vegans would get mad at someone who got something that was non-vegan and then they went vegan and then they were still wearing their shoes or clothing of some kind, you know? I'm about to do my level 6 vegan exam. Well, good luck, hench. I hope you pass. There's so many things that have animal byproducts. Yeah, and there's a lot of ways to make things that don't have animal products, but it's just like the norm, I think, it's been for so long for companies to use animal products that sometimes it can be difficult to find vegan products. I'm talking about like things that are like not food. Although that's obviously difficult to find sometimes. Although in 2020, it's a lot better than it was back in, you know, like 1950 or something. Like if you're vegan back then, like you paved the way. But that's why I made a video, if you guys haven't seen it. It's my favorite vegan products for guys. So it's just like where I got like my vegan boots, shoes, belts, colognes, shampoo, like all like just stuff that's not food related for people who are interested, because a lot of times when people go vegan, like it took me a long time to find some good vegan boots. You know, so I did the work for you, so you can go check out that video and see the companies that I suggest. Jane says, I read the ingredient labels like crazy now. Yeah, I will often read them forwards, and then I'll read them backwards. Like, I'm not reading them backwards, but I'm reading like each ingredient right to left, but I'm reading the word left to right. I just try to see it differently. Then I'll see if I miss anything the first time. Yeah, so if you guys are interested in being vegan, if you are not vegan already, I do have an ebook linked in the description of every single one of my videos and live streams, and it's absolutely free, and I'm not trying to sell you on anything. I just want to help as many people be vegan as possible. If anyone is interested, like I said, it's just linked in the description. It's just a Google Docs. Like, you don't have to download it or anything. You can just open it up, and it's there for everyone, because I just wanted to make sure that everybody had access to vegan information, and I did not want price to be an issue, because if you're a broke college student and you want to go vegan, I wanted you to still be able to do it. So check it out, because I've found from people messaging me, they said the most helpful section for them was how to read a food label, because I feel like a lot of people, when they first go vegan and they have to start reading food labels, it's just like, it's a lot to take in, and you don't know what you're looking for. And I feel like the way that I described it really like simplified things. Basically, I'll give you a spoiler. A lot of it is just a process of elimination. Like first I would look in the allergen section and like see if you see like fish or cheese or like whatever, you know, allergens usually you would have like in the allergen section. And then after that, I would check to see if there's any cholesterol, because any plant-based food is not going to have any cholesterol. So if it has cholesterol, it's not vegan. If there's no cholesterol and it doesn't say that there's no milk or whey or anything in the allergen section, that doesn't mean that it's not vegan. But if it does have those things, obviously it's not. So it's sort of like I said, process of elimination. So check those things first, and then after that, then I'll just like read each ingredient. So if you ever want to read it really quick, check the allergen section first, and then cholesterol, and then if it doesn't give you any information there, then just start reading the ingredients. There you go. Now you don't need my ebook. No, I still have a lot more information in the ebook. And like I said, it's free. I've got nothing to gain except for you being vegan, and that's all I want. I recently found some vegan shampoo called Salkin I really love. It's mango scented. Oh, cool. Super helpful, Craig. Did you check out the ebook, Mel? Went to Whole Foods and found vegan meatballs and tried them out on my husband. He thought they were real meat. Oh, I love doing that. Having people try stuff, and then they're just like, "This is not vegan," or wait, this is vegan. I got confused for a second there. Craigstopher, Craigistina, Craigland, Craigery, Craigifer. Oh no, I just smushed the tofu. Oh, I think Sandra just linked my ebook. Let's see. Yep, that's it. Yeah, my book that I decided to call it is Going Vegan is Not Complicated, because it's not. All right, so Jane sent another super chat, $10. Thank you for sending so many super chats, Jane. You've been really supporting me during this whole pandemic. So last night I was prepping my ingredients for my scramble. I was watching one of your older videos, the one where Kara made a boxed cake vegan for her friend. You pooted, I was dead. Yeah, I used to fart in my videos. I've been cutting that down a little bit. Gardein Classic meatballs, I've had those. The main ingredient is soy. Okay, that's not so bad. Yeah, I actually have a live stream with like 3 weeks ago maybe of me making meatballs from seitan. So you guys should check that out if you want some homemade vegan seitan recipe. And I mentioned like, so I think I made some in the air fryer and I made some in the oven, and then I mentioned that I was at some point going to try making some, just because usually when I make frozen meatballs, like say Gardein, I would just have a pot of like maybe 3 jars of sauce and just throw the frozen meatballs in there and thaw them out as the sauce heats up. I tried to do that with the seitan meatballs. It didn't turn out so great. They were a little bit too soft, and they had like just a very gluten flavor. And if you've ever just tasted gluten, it doesn't taste good. It's like bitter. So yeah, I would definitely recommend still cooking them. Or maybe, I mean, most seitan recipes involve steaming first and then cooking. So maybe I'd do that. But yeah, cooking, just straight up cooking, is a lot better than cooking it in the sauce, from my experience. What are some non-dietary things you had to stop using when you turned vegan? Which was a hard one to give up? For me, it was chapstick, because I use chapstick all the time. But one of my friends, my massage therapist actually, she just makes vegan chapstick for me with candelilla wax instead of beeswax. I think that would definitely be the hardest one, because I can't buy it in the store. I just have to always have chapstick with me. But she usually gives me a Ziploc bag of like 24 or so. So like, it lasts me like 2 years. And I often just like give them out to other vegans too, like to my friends. You get vegan chapstick. You get vegan chapstick. You all get vegan chapstick. Check under your seats. I have used jackfruit for like pulled pork type things. I've had it in like buffalo like chicken type dip. It was really good. I think I like the like vegan chicken the best though in that. I've had it with tofu before. I've had a lot of different buffalo dips in my life. But I would say chicken would probably be my favorite, followed by tofu, followed by jackfruit. But yeah, I think jackfruit, mostly I've had it for like pulled pork. He's a chapstick dealer. I'm a chapstick giver. Do you think you would be vegan right now if you hadn't become vegan for your health? No, I don't think that I would. I probably don't think that I would have really thought anything about being vegan because I didn't have any vegan friends. So I was never, like, even before I went vegan, I was never really like a vegan hater or anything. It just never really crossed my mind. So I kind of doubt that I would. So I'm glad that I got sick because of that. And then also, you know, my parents' business wouldn't be where it is, and I wouldn't have this job doing what I want to do every day, basically. So I am ultimately glad that I got sick because it led to so many positive things. And Plant-Based Jess sent a $4.99 super chat, and I love your profile picture. Keep up the good vibes. Thanks. I will do my best, Jess, to keep up the good vibes. But yeah, I really like that profile picture of the meme of the cat. Like, what did I do? Sandra has a good question. Any ideas what to cook next week? I saw one suggestion about potato salad. So if I were to do that, I wouldn't be able to eat a whole lot of it because it would probably involve a lot of mayonnaise. What do you guys think? Because I do like doing live streams like this where people can make it along with me. So if it's like relatively easy ingredients or easy to get ingredients, then that's good. What if we did like a chickpea tuna salad? Because I feel like that's super, super easy. You know? By the way, I don't know if I said thank you to Jess for the super chat. So thank you for supporting my channel, Jess. I appreciate that. Vegan whoopie pies, that would be good. Although, like I said, I'm trying not to eat too unhealthy. My sister asked me today if I wanted to go to the Sweet Praxis, which, if you've seen it in some of my videos before, it's a bakery that does not really carry healthy foods. It's very, very good, but it doesn't carry healthy foods. It does have vegan whoopie pies, though. I have had them there. They're very good. Mayonnaise with aquafaba. Okay, maybe we can do that. I remember how me becoming vegan when I went vegetarian and thought, I've been wrong about things before. I wonder what vegan gains argument is. Fair bit of ethics later, here I am. Well, let's give a round of applause to Paul. Good job, Paul. You guys keep wanting to make unhealthy stuff. Fruit salad and a smoothie for hot summer days. Because the only thing I'm thinking is, like, if I make something unhealthy, like, you guys always want to see me taste it. And also, it'd be weird to do a cooking live stream where I don't taste a thing. I would rather do something at least semi-healthy, you know? Tuna dip? Oh, yeah. So that's the one I'm going to be making tomorrow. So I could make it. I'm hoping to get the video out as ASAP as possible. So hopefully July 5th, if not the 6th, because I just want to have a quick turnaround time. Like when it's like time sensitive things like holidays, like if I did a video of like what I was eating for Thanksgiving, I would want to have it like the day after Thanksgiving, or same thing with like Christmas or 4th of July. Because I feel like people aren't really looking for that in August when people ate for 4th of July, you know? You can make a creamy potato salad using tofu as the creamy component. Tuna melt, super healthy, I promise. Fruitcake is kind of healthy. Emphasis on the kinda, right? I just finished my third recipe, mushroom cream pasta sauce. You're welcome to it if you want to make that. Cool, cool. Is tuna vegan? No. So, I mean, either you're joking or you're not vegan and maybe you just don't know. But I have some vegan tuna sitting up on top of my freezer. I don't feel like grabbing it right now, but I'm probably going to be making like a tuna dip tomorrow with that. So you guys will probably see it if you guys stick around for it. I like the sound of the tuna chickpea thing. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Tuna broccoli salad, tuna casserole, tuna melt, pasta tuna salad, tuna patties, tuna stuffed peppers. I don't even know. Not a live stream, but a video idea where you test which fruits are best for healthy ice cream, because whatever I search for, it's always bananas. Yeah, so I mean, like the main reason that it's bananas is just because they have like a really good, when they're frozen, they have like a really good texture, sort of similar to ice cream. Although I guess if you were to do, mango, I think if you do things without seeds, usually those will work pretty well. Like if you were to just do like a bunch of frozen mango, like if you were to freeze your own mango, chop them up, freeze them, you would probably be able to get like a mango sorbet type thing. I've actually made with bananas, and I just throw a sweet potato in there. That was really good too. Like sweet potato ice cream is really good. I actually have a video of me doing that from a long time ago. Max was there. I think he tried it. I have like the tiniest little bits of tofu left. Nice cream, yeah. I'm not joking. I just don't know. I am not vegan. I just love vegan food. Yeah, so that's why I figured. I figured either you are vegan and you're being sarcastic, or you just aren't vegan and you don't know. So I don't want to. You know, it's hard to tell if someone's being sarcastic in the the chat sometimes. But yeah, if you're not vegan though, I completely understand somebody not knowing that though. But yeah, any sort of fish is not considered vegan, because if it is made from animal cells, then it's not vegan, and if it's made from plant cells, then it's vegan. Clean plate or no dessert. Kid-friendly vegan recipes. Chicken nuggets. The butternut squash mac and cheese that I've made before. There have been some parents who commented saying that their kids loved it. So I think that'd be a good one. But yeah, let's do a chickpea tuna salad. I kind of like the idea of doing like very simple recipes so that a lot of you guys would be able to make them, because if it's a very simple recipe, like you probably have the ingredients at home, because a lot of people I think right now are trying to avoid going to the grocery store, or maybe you just got a busy life and you don't have any time. I have a Yonana machine. Cool. I used to use a food processor, but I'm sure the Yonana machine is probably quicker. Oh, Eric Maltz sent a $5 super chat. Says, Happy 4th. May the 4th be with you, Eric. This is for July 4th Eve, of course. So thank you for supporting my channel, though, Eric. I really appreciate that. Thanks. And let's see, what else? I made a vegan cheesy chicken pot pie. I used soy curls. Yeah, soy curls are really good. I really like soy curls. Those are good for like chicken sort of replacements. I've made it before with like Alfredo sauce with some soy curls. Oh, so good. I have 3 kids to test it out on, LOL. I will report back. Okay, cool. So if you check out I would just go to my video tab and then just scroll down, because both of the versions are not that long. Because if you have a slow cooker or a crock pot, I have a version of there. It's a video, and if you want the instant pot version, then I have a live stream of that. So both of those are on there though. And I also have the link to the recipe where I got it from tasty.com. So if you just want to follow that recipe, then go ahead. If you just do it in the Instant Pot instead of the slow cooker, I would do 4 minutes. Because it is a slow cooker recipe, so it'll just have the instructions for slow cooker if that's what you're using. Vegan chocolate cake. Yeah, you guys have been saying like baked goods and stuff. Yeah, let's do a chicken. Let's do a chickpea tuna salad type thing sandwich for next time, and then after that, then yeah, we could do something unhealthy. But I do kind of want to not do unhealthy things too often because I have to eat them, and I am trying to be a little bit healthier. If it makes you feel better, my typing is horrendous every day. I want to invest in an Instant Pot and air fryer. Yeah, I would say the Instant Pot, I would probably get an Instant Pot first because air fryer is basically like a small oven that cooks things really quickly. But I feel like the Instant Pot has probably a little bit more applications, I guess. But at the same time, I also think maybe an air fryer would be good for like days when you want to cook something in the oven, but you don't want to turn the oven on because it's hot. But the same thing with the Instant Pot. You don't want to like have the stove top on for too long because it's hot. They're both good. Hi, how are you today? I'm good, Ruth. I love my air fryer. Yeah, I like having an air fryer and an Instant Pot. And I have a rice maker too. Too many kitchen gadgets. I saw a combo machine of Instant Pot and air fryer. What? That exists? That shouldn't even be legal. Just got a Fadi Ninja. It's awesome. Does everything all in one. Really? What does it do? What's everything? Because the only Ninja thing I'm familiar with is the blender. You love your air fryer to make sweet potatoes? Yeah, I did. That was the last thing I actually made with my sweet potato, with my air fryer. I had some leftover gravy in my fridge that I made, and I was like, you know what? I got some sweet potatoes that are going bad, so I should just air fry some sweet potatoes. Because the reason I air fried it is because it cooks so much faster. Like it takes like almost no time for it to heat up, and I feel like if it says 400, it's really like 450. Like in the air fryer, it just cooks so quick. They got an instant air fryer. It dehydrates and warm bakes and other stuff I haven't tried yet. Oh. Oh, am I making you guys tired? I make brownies every week now. So good. Did you try the black bean brownie recipe? And did it turn out not quite as liquidy as mine? Like chocolate sludge? You know, I should put this stuff away. Oh man, my shorts and everything just stick to the chair. That's 2 points chocolate cake. Yeah, okay, maybe I'll do a chocolate cake next time. Not this coming next Friday, but the Friday after that. Because I think, okay, so what I want to do is a chickpea tuna salad, and then after that we'll do a chocolate cake. All right, as per Wajita's request. So now you guys know, like 2 weeks in advance, what's going on. So, and also, since I've got 290 people here watching, I should let you guys know that I'm doing a Friday live stream every Friday at 3 p.m. So if you don't get a YouTube notification, just know I'm going to be here live streaming 3 p.m. next Friday, and the Friday after that, and the Friday after that. So a lot of times people will comment or message me on Instagram or just comment on the live stream saying like, oh my God, I didn't get the notification, or like I couldn't be here this time, or I didn't know you were streaming, but now you guys know. Every Friday at 3 p.m. Craig, I didn't see your channel back in the day. Please, could you let one rip for old time's sake? All right, this is definitely coming from my butt, okay? There you go. Just for you, Hench. Hey, Craig, how's it going? It's pretty good, Misty. I'll put it in my calendar as a weekly repeat. Yeah. So if you guys put it in your calendar, or you put it as like a alarm or notification system of some kind, 3 p.m. every Friday, I'll be here. And maybe it'll be 3:05 p.m. if I have some technical difficulties, so you can keep refreshing if that happens. Because I was almost late today, because I swear something different always happens. Like today I was having problems with my camera. I think last time I was having problems with my microphone. And I think the time before that I was having problems with my light. Like it just, there's always something that goes wrong, and there's only one of me. Did you just fart on command? Yes, absolutely I did. Those must be some stinky armpits. Honestly, with how hot it is today, it probably is. It is 84, feels like 88. Even though yesterday I'm pretty sure it was even hotter. I think it was like 90 yesterday. Let's see actually what tomorrow's weather is supposed to be, because oh yeah, so tomorrow's not actually going to be. My mom, well, it was from a couple days ago. What do the weather people really know from like a couple days into the future? Yeah, my mom was saying that for the 4th of July we were probably going to be having a cook in, not a cook out, because it was supposed to rain. But we might be cooking out actually. When you're sure you're not hungry, and then watch your channel. 91 in Chicago. Oh, well. It's a little bit warmer. But, you know, we've been streaming for an hour and 45 minutes. I should probably start cleaning up. I'm sure Kara wants to be able to use the kitchen again at some point. So remember, next week I'll be doing a chickpea tuna salad. I'll have to pick which recipe I want to do. Do you guys, yeah, we'll do a healthy one. Because that's why I was saying, like, because you guys were suggesting cake and stuff, and I was like, I want to stick to healthy at least for a little bit. So yeah, we'll do chickpea tuna salad this time, this coming Friday, and then after that, maybe we can do a chocolate cake, like what Gita said. I think that'd be good. Please post vid. Yeah, please post vid. I am planning on shooting a video tomorrow of what my family and I are going to be eating. And I'm going to try to come home and edit that like as ASAP as possible and get it up as ASAP as possible, because I don't think, like I said earlier, I don't think people will care about what me and my family ate for July 4th at the end of July. So I've got that one. I started a video that is going to take a little bit longer. Like usually my videos, I shoot them in one day, but this one's taking a couple weeks to shoot. So there will be a video on that relatively soon. And then I have another video idea. So some of them are just like a little bit different than what I usually do. So I am kind of excited. Post this video. Yeah, this is going to be a normal video. This is going to be like it's going to take a little bit of time for YouTube to process, but saying like a half an hour or something from now, it'll probably be up as a video. But yeah, as Andrew said, thank you everyone for the super chats. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for everyone who cooked along with me. And remember, next Friday, 3 p.m., we're going to be doing a live stream of making chickpea tuna salad. So make sure you have your notifications on YouTube so you don't miss the stream, and so you don't miss me commenting on my community tab what the ingredients are going to be. I'll probably try to post that within the next day or two, what the ingredients are going to be, so you guys can get the ingredients, and then you can make along with me. And it's not even like something you actually have to cook. So I think a lot of you guys will be able to do this, because all you'll really need is a fork, a bowl. I think that's really it, just the ingredients. You don't need, because I know some person said that they don't have an oven, because a lot of my recipes have been using ovens, so I used a stovetop this time, and I actually don't think that Bonnie was here, even though she was the one who asked for it last time, but, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream, and I hope to see you guys next live stream, 3 p.m. Friday, chickpea tuna salad. I want as many of you guys making it with me as possible, okay? And then you can send me the pictures of your sandwiches on Instagram, and then I'll show them to everyone else, so we can all share each other's Sandwiches. Okay. Well, I'll probably see you in a day or like 2 days from my 4th of July video. And then I'll see you again Friday. Well, you'll see me again. I won't see you, but you'll see me again Friday for the live stream. Craig out.